Hey there! In my last video on this channel, I shared step-by-step how to start an Instagram account for real estate from scratch. Now, if you haven't watched that, you might want to go back and check that out, but if you did watch that, now is the time to learn how to grow it with a few simple steps every single day. In this video, I'm sharing what I do every single day to grow my Instagram presence, build my influence and authority in my geographical market, and most importantly, generate leads on demand. Stay tuned. And hey, if we haven't met yet, my name is Stefanie Lugo, and if you're looking to grow your real estate business and have a little fun while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to this channel where I share the latest in social media strategies for real estate, and make sure that you are hitting that little bell notification icon so that you're notified every week when I dish new strategies for you here on this channel. So Instagram is one of the most powerful levers of growth that you can have in your social media strategy, but a lot of real estate agents miss the why behind it. So here's the secret. When you treat Instagram as an extension of your database, not something aside from it, you not only grow your existing database and nurture the relationships that you have with the individuals who you already know, like, and trust you, but you also have the ability to grow that database, grow that audience, and reach other buyers and sellers in your market that otherwise wouldn't know you. But there is a right and a wrong way to do it. It's called social media for a reason. So you do want to be social, and there's a couple of different things that you can do every single day to develop those relationships on Instagram in just about 20 minutes every single day. So I want to share with you the 4 things that I do each day to grow my Instagram presence, develop my relationships, and continue generating leads. So number 1 is to engage. Okay, you want to engage for a minimum of 10 to 20 minutes before and after you post every single day. Now, if you're not posting on the feed every single day, that's fine. You still need to show up on Instagram every single day, because statistics show that likely out of 100 million residents in the US who show up on Instagram every single month, most of them are doing it multiple times a day. So you do need to show up on Instagram. It's a great way to kind of put your face in front of people who are going to help you grow your business. And we need to be where the eyes are. So the easiest way to do that is just carve out 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever you can do, on each side of posting to your feed, if you're doing that once a day like I am, and make sure that you're just showing up in front of the people who you already follow. This means liking posts in your timeline, commenting on as many posts as you can, and viewing stories and engaging with those as well. This accomplishes a couple of different things, and it's not all altruistic, okay? You, of course, want to be showing up and just spending time with your followers, right? You want to let your followers know that you're an active account and that you care about the content that they post. But the more you engage with this content from your followers on Instagram, the more you're setting yourself up for success when you post. So if you are to post for 10 to 15 minutes before you post on the feed, anybody that you've engaged with at that point is going to be more likely to see your next post to the feed or be alerted the next time you upload to stories on Instagram. It's this weird thing that the Instagram algorithm does, where the algorithm is constantly trying to show different users on Instagram content that it believes is most relevant to them. So the more relevant you are to those people, i.e. the more you're engaging with them, the more likely they are to see your content, and you're going to get more likes and more interaction with every time you post. And again, it's not all about just looking popular and getting more likes on Instagram. It's about making sure that the time we spend on Instagram is going to be well spent. So think of that engagement as a little deposit into the time that you're taking to grow your social media strategy. I promise it sounds simple, but it's going to take you a long way. So aside from engaging very strategically for 10, 15, 20 minutes before and after you post on Instagram, you also want to spend some time engaging on Instagram with the other businesses, influencers, and hashtags that you follow. Now, if you didn't watch my last video, you'll know that that's a really important part of the strategy. So again, be sure to check that out, and I'll kind of walk you through why that's so important in that video. But you want to make sure that you're showing up in front of other accounts that have similar complementary audiences to the one that you're trying to cultivate. The more you show up in their comment section, the more that their audience is going to see your name and see your account popping up. It's going to establish credibility and establish some trust. and grow your followers over time. So every single day after I'm engaging with the people who I follow personally from my database, I'm then going to those hashtags, businesses, and local influencers and showing up in their comment section. I'm liking their posts, I'm leaving thoughtful comments. And again, I'm not leaving like an emoji comment, I'm leaving a thoughtful, engaging comment to let them know that I'm a real person with real opinions, real values. And I'm building my trust and relationships with those other influencers as well. So that's number 2, a really important strategy for growing your account beyond the initial database followers that you already have. Now, the third thing that I'm doing every single day, and I started doing this about a year ago, and I'm seeing insane results from it, is sending a voice message to new followers. Now, this might feel a little scary if you're not used to that type of cold outreach, but I don't want you to think of it as a cold outreach, okay? It's not necessarily a cold contact. But when I see somebody following me, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to check out their profile. So I'm going to just click on their link, click on their username, look at their profile. I'm going to figure out if they look like somebody who might be an ideal client of mine, right? Somebody who is local in my area and who might be able to buy or sell sometime in the future. I don't care if they're gonna buy next week or 2 years from now. What I want to do is establish a relationship with them so that now that they're following me, they continue to engage with my account so that I'm in front of them if at any point in the future they decide it's time to buy or sell. You see what we're doing there? We're just building these relationships right from the start as soon as we're getting new followers. So when I get a follower, first thing we're gonna do, check out their account, see if they are a potential ideal client. And if they are, I'm going to send them a direct message and I'm going to send them a voice message in the DMs. If I'm feeling good that day, might send a video message. And if I'm really feeling bad that day, I'm just gonna type it out, okay? But we wanna be utilizing those other features that are available to us in the DMs. So I'm always gonna go for either voice or video if I can. And I'm just gonna say something really simple and introduce myself and thank them for following me. So I might say, "Hey Mallory, thank you so much for following me. I love what you've got going on. Looks like you're a hiker here in Phoenix and I love all the trails here too. So funny. Thanks for following me. I hope that you love the content I have to share and I'm rooting you on your journey here in the Valley of the Sun." Now this accomplishes a couple of different things for you, okay? Number 1, you've told Mallory or whoever this follower is in this instance that you're a real person behind the glass, okay? So you want to really establish that real person connection as quickly as you can. But more importantly, it's going to tell Instagram that Mallory likes engaging with your account. Because think about it, if you were to get a personal note like that, you're not probably going to ghost that person. You might say, "Hey, thank you so much for reaching out," or "Thanks for connecting." It might be something simple, but you're probably not going to ghost a nice little introduction like that, as long as it's not salesy spammy, right? We're just being super cool and saying, "Hey, I'm a real person, thanks for following me," and they're going to respond in kind. What's going to happen is Instagram is going to pick up on that interaction through the DMs, and it's going to make sure that Mallory sees your post the next time you post to Instagram, okay? Because remember, no matter how good you think you are on Instagram, at any given point, only between 5 and 10% of your audience is ever going to see any given post that you put up on your feed. Okay, so we want to make sure that the time that we're spending on Instagram is going to set us up for success and give us the highly likelihood for quality engagement. And by creating that interaction very quickly, you not only, again, build that personal connection, but you tell Instagram, "Hey, Mallory is going to want to see my content. Make sure she sees it the next time I post." Now, the fourth thing that I'm doing that is helping my Instagram account grow like gangbusters is making sure that I'm really leveraging stories to the best of my ability. Now, if you've seen my videos in the past, you know that I'm showing up in stories every single day, whether or not I'm actually posting to the feed, because statistics show that people are much more engaged with stories than posting the feed anyways. So I'm spending a lot of time there, but there are some ways that we can help leverage that to make sure that we're getting in front of as many people as possible. Now, stories is so important to your overall Instagram strategy that I actually have a video that goes in depth on some secret ninja strategies that you can do on the stories, so be sure to check that out next. But something that I'm really making sure to do on stories every single day when I'm showing up is I am tagging my location and tagging hashtags in the stories. Now, I give you a full breakdown on how I do that in that video, so again, make sure you check it out. But here's the deal. When you tag your location, either in posts to the feed or in the stories, you then get in front of anybody who's searching for content with that location tag. Okay, for a business that is largely dependent on in-person geographical markets, this is a huge feature, and if you're not tagging your location, that's already something that you can do to get in front of new people who could possibly buy or sell in your market in the future. So anytime I'm posting stories, as often as I can spare the time, I'm making sure to go ahead and add that little location tag, and I might even hide it underneath a little GIF emoji or color it in just however I can so that it doesn't look spammy. I'm not trying to hide the fact that I'm trying to tag my location, but I don't need a big location tag over my super valuable content or pretty face on the stories. Totally kidding. But again, we don't want to be salesy spammy, but we do want to make sure that we're leveraging the tools that are available to us. So check out that location tag feature that's available to you. The other thing you can do is you can add up to 10 hashtags. So again, this is going to be really similar to the location settings, where anybody who's searching for content under a specific hashtag, you can then get your content in front of them from the stories, whether or not they're following you. It's the same kind of feature in the feed. So this is really important because I want you to take a real good think about this. A lot of real estate agents do this wrong. And the way they do this is they want to add in hashtags like real estate, realtor, real estate lifestyle. None of that is relevant to your ideal clients, I promise, because if you are trying to get real buyers and sellers, they're probably not searching for content in that way. So you do have to do some research. Below in the description, I'll link to my hashtag video. I have a deep dive all about hashtags. It's going to kind of lay down the rules for how to use those and really leverage that ability to get in front of new audiences the right way. So you don't want to do this wrong. You want to be really strategic with the hashtags that you're using, but I'm always adding those hashtags into stories when it's relevant to make sure that if anybody is searching for new content under those tags, I'm going to get my stories in front of them. And there you have it. Those are the 4 things I'm doing every single day to make sure that I'm leveraging my Instagram strategy for growth. And I know a few of those might seem really simple on the face of it, but I promise if you're doing these and committing to these daily actions on your account, you are going to see huge organic growth. But more importantly, you're going to be really deepening the relationships with the right people on your account so that you will be generating leads and setting appointments every single week. Stay consistent with this and make it a bigger part of your overall strategy, and I promise you will see your numbers go up and up and up. And if you want to take your Instagram strategy to the next level, again, don't forget I have a bunch of free resources and other videos you might want to check out, all linked below in the description. So be sure to check that out. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, keep on crushing it.